The Mongol Empire, one of history's largest contiguous, land-based empires, stretching from the Pacific Ocean to Eastern Europe. But how did a group of nomadic horse riders do the seemingly impossible? To answer that question, let's begin at the beginning. Nomadic beginnings. The Mongols were an East Asian ethnic group who originated in the Mongolian Plateau, a region known today as Mongolia. For centuries, they lived as pastoral nomads, following their animals from place to place and never staying in one location for too long. They were never united, instead divided into many small tribes who often fought with each other. The largest of these tribes was the Borgajid, and it was here that our story begins. Rise of Genghis Khan. Temujin was the name given to the future conqueror when he was born around 1160. His father, Usuge, was a chieftain of the Borgajid tribe. When Temujin was 9, his father was poisoned by rivals, forcing his family to flee. Years later, Temujin and his band of followers grew tired of living hand to mouth. He wanted more for himself and his people. In 1206, at a Kurultai, or assembly of tribal leaders, Temujin was proclaimed the new Khan, or leader of all the Mongols. He would go down in history as the great Genghis Khan. His first order as Khan was to raise an army and conquer the rival tribes. Within a few years, he had defeated them all and made the entire Mongolian plateau into one big tribe. With his power consolidated, Genghis could now focus on his next goal: world domination, military strategy, and tactics. Genghis built his empire on the backs of his cavalry, the largest fighting force in history. At his peak, the Mongol army had over 100,000 soldiers, but usually numbered around 30,000. They were unmatched in battle, employing hit-and-run tactics and using horses to quickly maneuver across the battlefield. Their composite bows were also much stronger than those of their enemies, able to shoot arrows that could penetrate the thickest armor. The Mongol army also utilized catapults, trebuchets, mining equipment, and gunpowder weapons. And while often overlooked, the navy played a key role in the Mongol victories. Rapid expansion across continents. After defeating the Karakutai, a Turkish nomadic confederation, Genghis turned his attention to China. He easily defeated the Korash Empire, claiming all of northern China for the Mongols. He then marched his army west, conquering the Abbasid Caliphate, the Western Shah, and the Khwarizmid dynasty. By 1220, the Mongol Empire stretched from the Pacific Ocean to the Middle East, division into khanates. After the death of Genghis Khan in 1227, his grandson, Ogday, continued his grandfather's legacy, conquering more of Eastern and Central Asia. After his death, the empire was divided into 4 khanates ruled by Genghis's grandsons. The Great Khanate, also known as the Golden Horde, took most of modern-day Russia. The Chagatai Khanate controlled Central Asia and the Middle East. The Ilkhanate conquered Persia and the Arabian Peninsula. And finally, the Yuan dynasty ruled over China, Pax Mongolica, and the Silk Road. While often remembered as ruthless conquerors, the Mongols were actually quite tolerant towards the people they subdued. As long as they paid tribute and didn't rebel, the Mongols usually left them alone. This policy, combined with the introduction of accounting rules, paved the way for one of the longest periods of peace and stability in world history. Known as the Pax Mongolica, this also led to a revival of trade along the Silk Road, which connected the Mongols to the rest of the known world. During this time, the Mongols developed a taste for luxury goods from the east and gunpowder weapons from the west, which they used to further expand their empire. Decline and fragmentation. After the death of Monkey in 1259, the empire began to fall apart. The growing tension between the Christian West and the Muslim East, combined with the introduction of the Black Death, led to the decline of the once mighty Mongol army. Soon, the Khans couldn't even hold their own weddings without getting into massive fistfights. Eventually, the Golden Horde and the Yuan dynasty fell, leaving only the Chagatai Khanate and the Ilkhanate, which fell in 1360 and 1405 respectively, lasting legacy. Though short-lived, the Mongol Empire had a profound impact on the world. They introduced many innovations such as accounting rules, postal systems, and paper money. They also helped spread religion across Eurasia and the Americas. Most importantly, they showed the world that no matter how big or powerful your empire is, it will eventually fall. Thank you for watching.